and two, voting for Donald Trump, right? So first, let's dig into LeBron James. Now, I think LeBron James expands the message. He's chosen not to do any political gesture for the national anthem when I disagree with him, because I mean, if you look at what LeBron James' value is, let's talk about LeBron James' value. He says he's taking his talents to Miami. Property values, season tickets go through the roof. Local property values sky rises, and Cleveland's value plummets. They couldn't give away tickets to the Cleveland Cavaliers games when LeBron James left. Value around the economy got worse, and many other collateral damages happened in Cleveland, whereas the exact opposite happened to Miami. Now, fast forward to a couple years ago when LeBron James goes back to Cleveland. In the meantime, Dan Gilbert rescinds his letter that he sends to LeBron James, and season tickets, interest in the Cleveland Cavaliers goes through the roof. Property value soars. Capital amongst the businesses grow. And so he is like a one-man stimulus package for the city of Cleveland and his hometown of Akron, and tax dollars for the entire state of Ohio. Whereas you go to Miami, it has lessened, and two, Dwayne Wade has left. If LeBron James had stayed, Dwayne Wade more than likely would have stayed. And so with that, you understand the value of LeBron and how he can expand the message or heighten and definitely add value to a message. Now let's take Rosa Parks into consideration. Rosa Parks was the wife of a prominent NAACP member or SNCC member, one of them entities, right? And it was orchestrated that she would not sit in the back of the bus, and that heightened their awareness, correct? Because it was already, the laws were already in place. You know, when Martin Luther King went down to the Montgomery bus boycott, when Muhammad Ali says he's not fighting in the Vietnam War. You understand how it expands the message and it puts people in a position to bring more eyes to it. You understand what I'm saying? So I think what he's doing a disservice, because there must be discomfort and uncomfortability for the rose to blossom through concrete. So I will not give LeBron James a pass. I'm appreciative of what he has done in the past. But to go to the next level, LeBron James, you got to make white people feel uncomfortable. And they already feel uncomfortable that you're 6'8", can run a 4.5, and can jump out the gym, can catch a football. They're already fearful of that, you know. But now it's time for you to make them be fearful about social issues. Because I remember talking to a white man a long time ago. He says, you know what you do to blacks and Mexicans? You give them one example of success, and you watch the rest of them try and chase that one person's success. And that threw me in a loop. And then he gave the example of sports and entertainment. How many minorities want to be sports and entertainment stars? You understand what I'm saying? And that goes beyond say. And so I just want to bring that to life. I'm a huge fan of LeBron James. I'm not going to give him a pass on this, but I'm going to wait till the NBA season start, because similar to like Jerry Rice, who had to change of heart, similar to many other people who've had to change of heart, but Jerry Rice being the most recognizable, you understand that you're not fighting this battle for you. You're fighting this battle for the guys that's like me, that's like you listening to this video, who are on the ground level trying to inspire. You give us more power when you take a stance. So think about that from that perspective, you know, from my vernacular. You know what I mean? If LeBron James is fighting the fight. Now, let's be fair. The NBA is a black man's league. It's 80% black, if I'm not mistaken. Last I checked, 78% black. So it is a black man's league by far. If LeBron James take the lead, it makes it easy for Carmelo to do it, Chris Paul to do it. Now the question is, who is going to do it? Somebody's going to do it, but they won't have the voice. He is the most recognizable athlete in the world outside of soccer, I would say. I would think Cristiano Ronaldo probably, and Messi is probably the most recognizable if you combine, if you include the entire world, because soccer is the most watched sport in the world. So, but I think LeBron James outside of soccer is the most visibly recognizable person in the world because of his stature, because of his face, and he plays basketball without a mask. So I think he would lend a great helping hand to the message that Colin Kaepernick started. Now keep in mind, prior to Colin Kaepernick taking a knee, these issues were still apparent. But because Colin Kaepernick take a knee, guess what? It's mainstream media. Imagine if LeBron James do it. Imagine if, now let's go a step further. Imagine if a Tom Brady did it. Imagine if a white star did it. The most recognizable white star we have in America is probably Tom Brady. Tom Brady, Gronkowski. It's football season, so I'm probably thinking of football players primarily. But these are the most recognizable athletes. So let's be clear. We need you to stand up, LeBron James. And I'm talking to you as a brother. I'm not going to attack you yet because the basketball season has not started. So you may have a change of heart. So I'm going to hold you to that. And I hope that you have a change of heart now, too. Let's fast forward to yesterday's debate. Now, let's be very clear. I'm not voting for Trump. I'm not voting for Hillary. If Bernie Sanders was in the election, I would vote for Bernie Sanders. I'm not voting. I am voting for myself. I'm going to write myself in as a candidate and vote for myself. But let's be clear. If someone has given you 30 years to do something and the laws still haven't changed, why would you believe in the 31st year? Now, but let's talk about people say Donald Trump is a racist. I don't think Donald Trump is a racist. I believe him to be an elitist. And two, he views everyone, he only views people from a employee, employer. He doesn't see either you help me make money or you don't help me make money. And that's the bottom line. And with that being said, if you have the entrepreneurial spirit, looking at a Donald Trump, take his colorway and his terrible hairdo, but you can't do that, right? But I'm just saying, take him at face value. If you had a guy who was was all about making money, like your guy in the hood who always, like your boy in the hood, right? The entrepreneurial guy who's always in the pyramid scheme, right? Every 2 years he has a new one, right? He has Herbalife, he has legal apparel, whatever, legal, prepaid illegal, and the list goes on and on to his pyramid schemes type of hustles, right? Now, if you got a guy in the hood who's all about his money, and we all have friends in our neighborhoods who's all about their money, Donald Trump is about the bottom line, making money. If you can help him make money, he's all for it. I mean, there are thousands of pictures of him and Mike Tyson standing side by side, laughing at one another, laughing with each other. There are hundreds of pictures on the internet of Don King and him making money together. Don't you think Don King was in on monetizing, monopolizing Atlantic City in the 80s and the 90s? Don't you? So let's be clear. He wasn't on the front end. Maybe he was on the back end, because how they turned Atlantic City into the casino capital of the world, the gambling capital of the world at that time. It took some smoozing. It took some diligence on their part to do that. So let's be clear. I don't think Donald Trump is a racist. Do I think he's unattached to my voice? 100%. I don't. How he answered that question on race yesterday was deplorable. But it's not from um, it's not that he's a racist. It's really not because he's a racist. It's just because the value isn't there. And I understand that. And you guys don't say, well, if he doesn't have value, that means he's not a racist. No. He's about the bottom line, guys. Money. You either make me money or you help me make money. And that's it. So let's be clear. So barbershop conversation, guys. I just want you guys, before you go to the poll, fully understand what you're voting for and what you're voting on. I don't think neither one of them are valuable assets to our country on a big level. Now, what Hillary Clinton is going to do is continue these social programs to keep us docile and tame and speak and talk a good talk. I don't think that she will in turn be a true asset for the black community. That's why I'm voting for myself. But do you want politics as usual? You know, Jay-Z song, do you want that? Or do you want to take a chance? You know, if, like I said yesterday, if I had a gun to my head, if you tell me who to vote for, I would vote for Trump. I'm not advocating that you vote for Trump. I'm advocating that you don't vote. I'm advocating that you vote for yourself. They say silence is a sin, so take an action and vote for yourself. You have to go. You have to go to the polls, right? Right? Or you don't have to go to the polls. Not voting is an action too. So I don't want to discredit the people who don't vote. That is your option. In a democracy, in a capitalist society, that is your option. If you don't believe in government, don't vote. You know, but since I'm going to vote, I'm going to vote for myself. I don't believe in Trump. I don't believe in Hillary. But Hillary has proven you shouldn't trust her. Hillary has proven that she only talks to black people when she needs to talk about black people. She hasn't allocated any funds to her campaign about Black Lives Matter. She hasn't sat side by side with people who are in position to help Black Lives Matter. She hasn't donated any money. She hasn't donated any time. She's just said the socially correct things. And because she says the socially correct things, and she's married to Bill Clinton and she's a Democrat, she gets the auto vote. You guys got to understand, become independent thinkers. All right? It's not that she's be critical of her as you were of Jesse Jackson. Right? I wasn't, but I remember, I hear the talks now. Be critical of her as you are of Al Sharpton being an ambulance chaser. Okay? Be critical of her as you are of Jerry Rice not supporting Colin Kaepernick. Be critical of her as you are of Shaquille O'Neal and what's the guy's name? Ray Lewis, who I'm a huge fan of, but I'm very critical of him. Okay? So just be cognizant. It's going to be politics as usual. You're going to be upset and mad you voted for her in 2 years because all us black people as a whole are going to vote for Hillary Clinton in the high 80s. I would say that. No doubt in my mind, in the 80th percentile. So, barbershop conversation, guys. I just want to share this message with you guys. I'm going to hold off on LeBron. I'm going to be patient with LeBron. And I'm going to vote for myself. So, I'm not endorsing Trump by any means. I'm not endorsing Hillary Clinton. But sometimes, Maya Angelou, I live by this. I say this to you guys all the time. When a person shows you who they are, believe them. Okay? If you are a capitalist and a business and you believe in the private sector, why not take a chance on Trump? If you believe in social programs and you like the way America is right now, vote for Hillary. I guarantee you Trump will lower taxes because that's where he gets his money from. The NRA, private sectors, big corporations, that's who support him, manufacturing. So, and if they lower taxes, guess what happens in the plants? For real, you get a raise. You get $1 raise. So, barbershop time. Keep that in mind. Little tidbits like that you will never ever hear in the campaign. Keep in mind what minimum wage. Oh, I'm over my damn 15 minutes. I gotta go. Shit. So anyways, barbershop conversation, guys. Feel free to hit the subscribe button. I'll talk to you guys soon.